everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Juliet and this is my channel Mama Tried. Today I'm going to be talking about breastfeeding and all of the things that I use for breastfeeding and the things that I purchased and I didn't use or I regret buying. So let's go ahead and just get on into it. The first thing that I would recommend would be a boppy pillow. Kind of wish that I would have got the My Breast Friend one instead, because I'm pretty sure that that one is adjustable in the back and it actually can clip and you can raise it or lower it, and that would have been a lot more convenient. I really didn't know too much about it at the time. Everyone was just screaming, boppy, get a boppy, everyone needs a boppy. If you do get a boppy or whatever you end up purchasing, I would recommend also getting an additional cover. And the reason why is babies spit up a lot and messes happen, so you can throw it in the wash because they're eating every 2, 3, 4 hours depending on how old your baby is. And I don't know about you, but I don't do laundry that fast. What I use like nursing bra wise, so I got a 3-pack of these from Amazon. They're called, or it's the Hot Fish brand. I will try to link everything down below as well, so if you're interested in purchasing any of these items, I will do my best to find the exact one or something similar to it. This is the nursing bra. Definitely if you're pregnant, go up a size because your milk hasn't come in yet. Nursing bra, I didn't actually get one of the bra ones, you know, like a bra with cups. I ended up just getting the softer ones, and they're more comfortable. After you just had a baby, you're not worried about all that anyway. You want to be comfortable, believe me. So this part just unhooks really easy, sometimes a little too easy actually, and it comes down and then you could just feed your baby. So I did purchase these little nipple pads. They're reusable. I thought it was really wasteful to buy the pack of the ones that you just throw away. They are convenient for like the diaper bag, but to be honest, I never even used one of those. I have a lot of samples from baby boxes, the Amazon one and stuff like that, and never used it. I don't leak at all anymore because my supply is regulated to what my baby needs. So anyways, these are really good. I can only find one. I don't know where the rest of them are, but it was like a 6-pair pack, I believe, and there were different colors. And so with that, I would just kind of stick it in there, but they made my boobs look really weird. So if I went out in public, I didn't want to have like funky looking boobs. Eventually, I just decided what was best for me was to buy either a sport. She talks a lot, like a lot. So what I ended up doing is just using sports bras or like bralettes. So they're padded, and whenever I feed her, I just lift up my shirt and lift it up. So it's pretty simple. I pumped pretty much until my daughter was 4 months old. I breastfed and I pumped, so I would feed her, then I'd pump. I'd feed her, then I'd pump. So I had an oversupply, and I did that on purpose so that way I could build up a stash in my freezer for if I was ever away from her or anything like that. It's a good idea if you're a new mom to just go ahead and pump and create an oversupply if you want your child to only have breast milk. That way you have something to fall back on in case something happens. So anyways, let's move on to covers. My favorite one that I have is, and I've mentioned this before in the What's in My Diaper Bag video, is the Itsy Ritsy cover. You just put it on just like this and you feed them. So that was my favorite cover. Sometimes I would use like a light blanket, so I had those muslin swaddle blankets always with her too whenever she was itty bitty, and you could use those too. I would just tie the ends together and make kind of like a scarf out of it. I also purchased this, which was a regret purchase. It is a nursing cover. Looks like this. It's got a burp cloth on this part of it. I don't understand why I thought this was a good idea, but anyway, it's got a burp cloth on the back. This was a regret. Maybe not for some people, but it was for me. It was just super uncomfortable. So I'd put this over me like this, and then it's kind of like got this piece of plastic in there so it bows out. And I didn't like that either, because what's the point? If someone's standing over you, they can see everything anyway. So anyways, it's cute, it's functional, it works. Maybe it's for you. Wasn't really for me. The majority of the time it was summer, hot. I didn't want my baby sweating and being all hot, so I just opted out of covers. Still to this day, I will use that itsy ritzy one for my daughter if I have to feed her out in public. The things that I use to help my supply. So in the beginning, I'm pretty sure that every mom feels like they're not making enough milk. I'm pretty sure every new mom thinks that. Let me tell you, your baby doesn't need that much milk. I'll put a picture in here of the size of a newborn stomach and how big it gets as they grow. And if you think about it, that's how much milk you have to make. You don't make a whole jug of milk every time that your baby eats because they don't need that much. So your body is only going to produce what they need. Keep going, keep doing it, you got this. Now I have heard some people say that their milk dried up at a certain point and they just couldn't do it anymore. That's fine too. I am not here to shame any moms. You just feed your baby whichever way you feel fit. I'm for it. This video is just what I did. So just keep that in mind. I am not judgmental when it comes to anything. I am not a shaming mom. We got this. And we need each other to keep moving forward and become stronger, better mothers. We have to work together, not tear each other down. This is just what I did. So don't hate on me, okay? I'm too sensitive. These are the products that I use to help me with my supply. So my doctor prescribed a mini birth control pill to me as I was breastfeeding, and she said that it wouldn't affect my supply at all. I should be fine. Well, we went on vacation and I started taking the pill and it completely dried up my supply. My daughter was a month old. And I don't know about you guys, but that's not much of a vacation. My milk was completely dried up and I was feeding her every 30 minutes to try and get it back. That was fun. But anyways, in the beginning, drink water. This is the little thing they gave me at the hospital whenever I had my daughter. Use that. The straw, girl, this is perfect. It's perfect, okay? You fill it up with some ice and water. It was always easier for me and still is easier for me to have something with a straw just because it's hard, depending on how you're angled and feeding your baby, to like drink a bottle of water. And you only have one hand, so you can't unscrew it. So get a big cup with a straw and some ice, and that's really, really going to help your milk supply. Just drink that water. Every time you're nursing, drink a whole thing of water. And I'm not even kidding, a whole thing of water. Your body needs it for recovery. Your milk supply needs it. I mean, it just helps all around with everything. It'll make you feel better. I'm just telling you, just drink the water. I know everybody preaches that on every video that you've ever seen or anybody you talk to, but that's literally the number one thing. Anything with coconut water is good also. Let's see if I can do this while holding her for a little bit. The next thing that I would recommend is some fenugreek. I took this daily per person. There's no being quiet with this girl. Hers loves to talk. Next thing is this mother's milk tea. I purchased it at my local Walmart. This does help too. I don't really care for the taste of it, but anything for the baby, right? These little lactation cookies. You can make them. I know they have plenty of recipes on Pinterest. This is another product that I used whenever I was on vacation and my milk supply completely dried up. Don't really know if this helped me or not. I'm not really sure if I felt a difference. And the reason I'm probably saying that is because it's just gross. Like, it doesn't taste very good to me. It's a natural berry flavored supplement drink. I mean, it probably helped me. And it's got fenugreek in it and blessed thistle. Don't know what that is, but is blessed. So anyway, I'm not really sure if it helped me or not. I still have a lot left. If I could go back, I wouldn't have purchased that. And plus, I think that container was like $20. So yeah, and I'm not kidding. It was like $20. The my boobies hurt section. Your boobs are producing milk like 24/7. They're going to hurt. You're a new mom. You're not used to a baby being latched on your nipple all the time. So things are gonna happen. It's just gonna happen. It's not abnormal. So just keep that in mind. However, mastitis is a real thing. If your boobs become hard, you find knots, you get a fever, all that, contact your doctor. I'm not a doctor. I'm just telling you my experiences. These were given to me by a friend, and wow, Wow, you guys, they really make a difference. I definitely 10 out of 10 would recommend, okay? Next thing that I use a lot are these, I think they're Lamson, don't get me to lying, but I will put them in the description also. They're hot and cold packs. So this is what they look like. You can freeze them or you can stick them in the microwave and heat them up. I still actually use these from time to time. I'll heat these up in the microwave and just kind of stick them in my bra for a while with these because you don't want to burn the tatas, okay? If you're engorged and you're trying to get the milk out, wow, these really help as well. They help if you want to use them while you're pumping. I did that too. I didn't really use them for freezing much, but that would help if you're having a lot of pain or they're hot to the touch. So you could use it for that too. These are a must-have for sure. The next thing is going to be the Lanolin Cream. This is good because you can use it and you don't have to wipe it off before you feed your baby. I kind of did because you don't want goopy stuff on there, but if you just use a little bit, should be fine. This is good for dry nipples, cracked nipples. In the very beginning, I used this a lot. However, I didn't even use a fourth of this, I don't think. That's pretty much all that I have for the ouch, my boobs hurt things. Besides ibuprofen and Tylenol, I would alternate those and use those a lot. The Haka, but this is not Haka. It's by the brand Nature Bond. I didn't actually purchase the Haka because this was a cheaper option and looked like the exact same thing. So what you do with it is you just you can flip it inside out, put it on your nipple, do that, squeeze it, and let it go. Wow, that easy, no cords, hassle-free. This is how I fed my daughter pretty much throughout any road trip that we took. I didn't want to take out the pump, hook it up, do all that. So I just used this. It was time consuming, but it worked and it was pretty hassle-free. You have to be pretty careful with these because they might pop off and you do not want to lose that milk, you know, liquid gold, y'all. I highly recommend a Haka or something similar to a Haka. I would use this on one side while I'm feeding her on the other. Got to be careful with that too because it will come off or your baby could kick it. Had that happen before. So that way you collect the milk and it doesn't go to waste. Next thing is going to be these little things. So I saw them on Amazon and I thought they were pretty cool. They have a little hole right here, so you got to be careful how you put it on. But you basically just stick it in your shirt and put it in there, and if you're leaking or whatever, instead of using something like this, it actually collects the milk. I did use these a couple of times, but if I could go back, I probably wouldn't purchase it again. But I wasn't the type that would get engorged and my boobs would leak. I would just get engorged. They never leaked unless it was overnight. It depends on your situation. Some people leak constantly, so this would be good for somebody who leaks constantly, so you're not wasting that milk. But I really didn't, just overnight, and I got used to that overnight. So I just kind of put them in there. My daughter started sleeping through the night pretty fast, maybe 3 weeks. She started sleeping through the night. I mean, with some hiccups here and there. Hello, she's a newborn, and then hello, she's an infant. Sometimes she wakes up, but pretty much for the majority, she sleeps through the night. This is the Medela, I think it's the Pump and Go. It's very small and compact. I love this about this pump. You turn it on. I mean, it's pretty simple. So this little part right here, Medela's version of this, I hate it. So if you decide to go with the Medela pump, change these bad boys out and get these. I think you can buy these just separately. These are the Spectra ones, but I think that you can just purchase like an off-brand or even a Spectra one like on Amazon or something. Change these out. It will change your life because cleaning those things is a pain in the butt and they don't work as well. Go with these. I also use the Spectra. So the Spectra is pretty popular actually. Pink, it's pretty, you know. It's got a little light. It's got a little spot for you to put the extra bottle if you want an extra bottle in there. So yeah. This one's pretty good, but honestly, out of the two, I would go with the Medela Pump and Go again because I do not like the flange. I think that's what that's called. I'm not really sure. This part that goes on here because it constantly pops off. It didn't matter if I changed all the tubing and changed all the supplies and everything, it still popped off all the time. That got really annoying really quick, to the point that I would take this on together when I was pumping. However, like I said, it's still a really good pump. It times you. That's what's really cool about this one. So you don't have to keep track of it on your phone or whatever. It keeps track of it for you. And it's got a light, so if you're pumping in the middle of the night, you don't have to turn on a lamp or whatever. It does have more features than the Medela ones. I don't know about the other Medela pumps because this is the only Medela pump that I have. But I mean, this one's pretty good. It helped me with my entire freezer supply. But this one is good as well. I just didn't like the fact that it constantly kept popping off. Your baby can actually use this as a bottle. I never did that. I specifically, when I was pregnant, I don't know why, but I read all this stuff about Tommy Tippy and I was like, that's the bottle that my baby has to have. So when I was in the hospital and they put me on that medicine and I couldn't breastfeed Luxie for the first time ever, it's the first time she ever got a bottle, I realized we tried to give her the Tommy Tippy and she literally just choked and choked and choked. And that's because I thought that a baby would start off with a size 1 nipple. This is size 1. You guys probably can't see that. But anyways, because, 1. Well, it turns out you're supposed to start with a size 0. And I could not find Tommy Tippy anywhere. I did look on Amazon, not for this specific bottle. This is the anti-colic one. And they have the size 0, I think, for the different kind of bottles, but not for this bottle. And I don't know why. And I don't know if I'm just dumb and I couldn't find it. So anyways, I went to Walmart, literally fresh out the hospital. I'm in pain, can barely walk. Had to go to Walmart and get the Avent bottles, because these are the only ones that I could find that had a size 0 nipple. And so this is what my daughter pretty much used for the first 6 months of her life. Anytime she gets a bottle, is this one. However, I have moved her to the Tommy Tippy because she does not choke on it anymore. I do still like this bottle. However, this part right here, the nipple, it like comes off really easily right there and it will leak milk. I would probably just stick with the Avent if I could go back and not do Tommy Tippy, just because of all of the problems that I had so far. I do enjoy them now for my daughter. She likes them, but like I said, they have an issue with leaking. Milk storage bags. So I believe that I got these either from Amazon or Target, but these are the Gland brand ones. This is what my entire freezer stash is made out of. I don't remember how many of these I purchased. It was a lot. And I would use these, stick them in the fridge, whatever. These also came with a funnel, which was pretty cool. If you've ever spilled milk and you're a breastfeeding mom, it's literally like I could just cry thinking about it right now. These are good bags. I've heard of some people having their bags break or leak. You definitely don't want that to happen, because the last thing you want to do is freeze it and then you thaw it and the milk is out everywhere and your baby doesn't have anything to eat. If you get cheap bags, make sure you double bag them. I mean, whenever I'm thawing them, still to this day, even with these, I'll take them out of the freezer and I'll put them in a big Ziploc bag and wrap it all around and put it in the diaper bag, because I really don't want it, 1, to leak all over the diaper bag, and 2, I can probably still use the milk if it just goes in the bag and doesn't go everywhere else. So there's a mama tip for you if you guys didn't know that. Also, these are the Medela Quick Clean sanitizing bags. You can use the bag, each bag for up to 20 times. So you can stick all your pumping parts in there to sanitize and you just microwave it. So that's pretty cool too. It doesn't have BPA, love that. And then, so yeah, because sanitizing pumping parts is a pain in the butt. This is a pumping bra by Lamson. Yep, Lamson. This is pretty awesome. This way you can be hands-free, because you don't want to not be hands-free. This one, awesome. However, when I was breastfeeding and pumping, so I'd breastfeed, pump, breastfeed, pump, breastfeed, pump. I didn't use that, I didn't have that. However, I did have these. I don't want to have to change my bra every single time I pump, because I pump 20,000 times a day right after I feed my baby. So what I would do show you guys. Undo this part. So, oh, sorry, didn't mean to flash you guys. Watch, watch, watch. Okay, you pull this part over, stick this on, go like this, okay? Hear me out. This part goes around and clip. Look at that. You just turned your nursing bra into a pumping bra for $0, okay? Once again, you're welcome. Keep coming back for more. Now look at you guys. You're hands-free mamas. You can do whatever you want. You can catch up on Facebook. You can catch up on Instagram. You can look at Pinterest and buy all the baby clothes that you want. Wow, you guys. I just changed your freaking life. Woo, it's like one of the number ones. Okay, I know I said a lot of things were number ones that I recommended, but this has got to be pretty much the number one. You need an app to track when your baby eats. Hear me out. If the doctor or nurse or whatever gave you a sheet and you had to write the time, how long the baby fed, whatever. Y'all, I had already had this app downloaded and I just used that from the beginning. And let me tell you, if you're a sleep deprived mother, you don't want to have to remember, oh yeah, and look at the clock every time, you know, the baby's eating. How long did the baby eat? What time did they eat? Just do yourself a favor and download an app. The app that I recommend for all of this would be the Hatch Baby. It is so convenient. It tells you in the app, you can put all kinds of things like their diaper changes, how much they weigh. You can put pictures in it. There's so much that you can do with that app. You can track their sleep. You can track your pumping sessions along with your breastfeeding sessions. You can choose left or right, so it shows you which side that you stopped on, which side you started on, how long they ate for. It's really, really convenient and it's free. So yeah, download it. That was everything. Now my office is a complete disaster full of all this breastfeeding stuff that I have to put away, but I did it for you guys. Thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and go ahead and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any videos. Also hit the little bell notification because that way it'll alert you if I do like a bonus video in the middle of the week. I upload every Sunday, but you never know, I might get a little crazy and upload, you know, on a Wednesday. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please comment them down below.